How did I completely solve my type 1 diabetes, and how for 8 years now I live in non-diabetic ranges for a disease that considered for many years uncontrollable. I completely control it, and every day I can predict my own blood glucose. So how did I do all of that? And how now, in my age, I became a nutritionist who also teach other fellow diabetics, especially type 1 diabetics, to do exactly the same. And it works each and every time. The answer, and the first in the list, is low carbohydrate diet. As the great Dr. Bernstein called it, the law of small numbers. Small numbers lead to small mistakes, and big numbers lead to big mistakes. In that case, our numbers are insulin and carbohydrates. We want to reduce them as much as possible. I'm reducing my carbohydrates per meal, and I know how to count the small amounts of carbohydrate, and also the carbohydrates which I consume are relatively low in their concentration of carbohydrates, and also they dissolve slowly in the body. So by that, if I eat, for example, vegetables that grow above the ground, greens, such as cucumber, such as broccoli, or such as cabbage, it doesn't matter. For me, you don't have to eat vegetables. If you want to balance your diabetes, you can just consume fat and protein from animal sources, high quality, meat, beef, chicken, fish, or eggs, when you can find them. That's the staple of the diet. But if you want, you can eat also vegetables. The most important thing is to limit your carbohydrate consumption per meal, and I would suggest not more than 15 grams per one meal. This is the case in most of my meals, and usually I do not go as far as 10 grams of carbohydrates per meal. That you can calculate with the help of Google, and you can type nutrition facts, the name of the food, and 100 grams, and you will see exactly how much carbohydrates, how much protein, and how much fat you have in the specific food that you eat. You can weigh your food in the beginning, and then you will know quite automatically, and it will become a routine for you. And then you want to predict each day. The idea is to stay away from the dawn phenomena, which is what happens in the morning and make your blood glucose spike during the first hours of the day. So you preferably want to wait 2 to 3 hours in the morning after you woke up until your first meal. This is very important. So you won't add more factors to the dawn phenomena that will affect your blood glucose negatively and will increase your blood glucose in the morning. That's the last thing that we want to begin our day, right? We want a predictable blood glucose in the hours that we wake up. So we will get as far as we can from the dawn phenomena and wait 2 to 3 hours in the morning, and we will also stop eating at least 4 hours before the time that we go to bed. If you go to bed at midnight, you would like to stop eating at 8 p.m. This is very important, and then you will reduce also the dawn phenomena symptoms of the next day. Of course, because food that is digested in the second part of the day and in the last part of the day is digested very ineffectively, which means that we will still digest some food in the morning after. This I tell you as a nutritionist, and this is very important factor, no matter what diet you choose. You want to stop eating as soon as possible, preferably when the sun goes down. You want to stop your daily eating, and then you want to eat most of the nutrients until noon or until 2 to 3 p.m. And then when the sun starts going down, you also want to reduce your food volume and your meals volume according to the sun. And then in the evening, you can eat a symbolic meal, as I call it. It's just a small meal before going to bed. It's something between a snack and a meal, only to feel satisfied when you're going to bed a couple of hours later, at least 4 hours after. So you will eat most of your nutrients and food volume until the midday, maybe 2 3 p.m., and you will eat another small meal in the evening. This is how I eat for the past 7, almost 8 years now, and this is the way I completely balanced my blood glucose, even as a type 1 diabetic. My values are at normal ranges, and if you show my blood test to a doctor or to an endocrinologist, he will tell you that this is a person with no diabetes at all, even healthier than 90% of society, even 95% of society. So this is the way I do it. Low carbohydrate diet, and meal timing is the second part of the low carbohydrate diet. And then you only have to adjust your doses, insulin, medication, or any equipment that you use in order to balance your diabetes completely. This is what I've done, and this is what you can do. And I will teach you that in my channel, in my online programs, which you can see them on the website. And I invite you to subscribe and keep on updating on this channel so you can get the newest videos and the notifications of them before everybody else does. So click here to subscribe to the channel, share, like, and comment if you found this video valuable for you, and I will see you in the next videos. Keep on following on Instagram and Facebook, Tomer Pape, Normal Blood Glucose, and I will see you in the next video. Stay balanced till then.